Good, a little faster on the entry. Oh, good. Good, that's what I wanted. Hey, AJ from the Moto Academy here. I'm with Greg. We're on day 5 of our camp. I was hoping that you would have these ruts mastered, but he's in fact, at a stage in his progress where it almost feels like he's going backwards a little bit. 56 years old?
Yes.
Right? And what is this bike? KTM 300?
KTM free ride, electric.
Okay, just the free ride is what it's called.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Greg do this corner how he wants to do it. So sit down, do it however you would normally do it.
All right.
And then we're gonna go from there and hopefully build a little bit of confidence. Basically, he's struggling with deep ruts. We're at Salt Lake City, Jordan River, and this track is deep ruts the entire way, and I think he's just getting discouraged, right? What was so bad about that? Well, I'm curious to see what he says about that. Now, this isn't a 180. Holy cow. His technique is looking so good. Shout out assistant coach Ezra. I will say Greg was struggling in tight 180 ruts, so this isn't a 90. Maybe this is a rut that isn't something that's difficult for him. Now, how did that feel?
That felt okay.
I mean, it looked great.
Yeah, I just powered through it. I think it's when the ruts are
Tighter.
or the angles are a little funky on it, where I feel like that if I get in the rut, the tire's gonna...
Okay, so this rut wouldn't be a weak point for you technically? Like that felt pretty good?
It felt okay.
Okay, so let's go to this one, which is it's a 180 instead of a 90.
Okay.
The rut's deeper and it's got more of an angle to it, so I think it might be a struggle. Okay. Okay, interesting. So there's his problem right there, right? Riding up and out of the ruts. So that equals too much speed, not enough lean angle. So when he comes back around, I'm gonna stop him quickly and give him a fix that he can try. And this is something that you guys can try in deep ruts as well. And the secret is front brake. Okay, so what you just started to experience there at the end of the rut is your problem, right? It's that you ride up and out of the ruts, whether it's at the halfway point in the corner or at the end. That means it's too much speed, not enough lean angle. So we need to create more lean angle with the bike. The way I want you to try to do it this time is by very gently pulling in the front brake. So when you get to the halfway point in the rut, I want you to start guiding the front brake on just a little bit.
Okay.
If you feel the bike, even for a second, start to creep too upright, and you sense that you're starting to creep out of the rut, front brake.
Should my weight be on my right peg?
Yeah. And then you're just leaning the bike a little bit more underneath you. So that's one thing you can try. Let me steal it for 1 second. So you can use your hips and your knees a little bit more, just to allow the bike a little bit more lean angle. All right, so try and carry about the same speed that Greg was, right? And then when you get here, if you just need to lean it a little bit more. And if you need a little bit of front brake, you can use it. You see how that last time I didn't need to force the issue, right? But that first one where I kind of over-exaggerated this when you needed it. Okay. I think it will actually be helpful for you too to just go a little faster on the entry of the corner.
Yeah.
It's easier to roll off the throttle than it is to time smooth throttle and try to accelerate.
It's definitely easier. That's the confidence thing, right? If I just roll into it, I know I'm going to plow through it, but my mind is telling me. You know.
That's where the front brake comes in handy, though, right?
Yeah.
You can't come in with more speed if you don't know how to use the front brake, because then you're just going to keep riding.
I'm using back brake. That's what I've been doing.
0 back brake.
Okay.
So for do 3 in a row right now, 0 back brake, don't touch it at all.
Okay.
And as soon as you get into the rut and you know that the rut's going to hold you, you can play around with that front brake a little bit.
Okay.
I think that's going to be your savior when it comes to these corners. Good, a little faster on the entry. Oh, good. Good, that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted to happen, in fact. You used the front brake and you tipped over, perfect. Now, next time, a little bit less front brake, and that's what I want. Because your issue before wasn't that, right? It's that you were going that way.
The other way.
Yeah, great. If you're a person that rides up and out of the rut, you falling inside of the rut is like the best case scenario, right? Because now he has already, just in that first attempt, gone too far the other direction. Now he can find that middle ground and learn to just use that front brake ever so slightly, ever so slightly. And then once that becomes habit, you'll never ride up and out of the rut ever again. So hopefully carries the same amount of entry speed. Good, I'm pretty happy with that. Again, felt like he was gonna tip inside the corner, that's why the foot came out. So now it's just that experimentation of how much front brake do I need, but his frustration the whole time was, Every time I'd look at him too, I'd be out on the track with him, he'd be here. Just one tire out of the rut, back tire in it. That's the worst feeling because you can't get back into the rut at that point. That was good. So you felt like you were gonna tip, that's why the foot came out, but we're avoiding the issue of you riding up and out of the rut. So this one, much of the same. I'd come in even a little bit faster than that. Yeah. So don't be afraid to actually coast once you get into the rut a little bit. Yes, good. Good, now he's just struggling with balance a little bit on the exit, but right here, how do you not use front brake? I saw him hit it right here. He would have blew the rut out, guaranteed. Front brake in ruts, secret weapon. It's your secret weapon. Rear brake in ruts, your worst enemy. Good, so end of the rut balance a little off, but at the beginning, you hit the front brake at the beginning because you had a lot of speed. Yeah. That was perfect. Had you not had the front brake there, you would have rode straight up and out of that thing right from the get-go.
So now it's more balance?
When I say balance, probably vision. When you get to 70% mark in the corner, I want your eyes to do this and then go to the top of that roller.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking right at the friggin' rut, and that's what I'm...
On the entry, it's much easier. It's easier to get that vision to the 50% mark. Usually where people's eyes get stuck is in between the 40 to 70% mark, so kind of mid to end of corner. Pick the eyes up and look way, way out. Good, eyes up. Whoa! All right, so that was a little late on the front brake. You waited just a bit too long. You need to be slightly more proactive with the front brake instead of reactive, like you were way late on it that time, and also proactive on that lean. So as soon as you get into the rut and you know you have hold, start to put the bike down with the knees a little bit and start to guide that front brake on. Good, gentle on that front brake. Yeah.
Oh, the bike died. I lost power.
Is it dead?
It's been happening with this thing. All right, I'm nailing it this time.
Good, now eyes way up. Yes, eyes up. Best corner I've seen him do. Now when he begins to accelerate harder on the exit, he got that little ride up and out for two reasons. One, eyes being probably a little bit too far in. Two, he didn't come far forward enough under that acceleration to keep that front tire in. Yes, good.
I'm having power problems with the bike.
Dying. Hey, I will say, here, stop here for 1 second. That second to last one, very good. Yeah. Very good. The only real issue was right here at the very end, and it was just because your head came back a little bit too far. Okay. And your eyes were probably in a little bit too much. But the whole first part of it, that if you apply that to those other corners, you won't have that stupid riding up and out.
I like it. I got the
now you just
basics down. I just gotta practice it. Yeah, it's not the battery. I don't know what's going on. I gotta take a look at it.
Well, the second to last one, if you can remember what that feels like, that was good. Apply that to the other corners, you should be good. And just remember that front brake in the rut, that's your friend. That's your friend. Nicely done. Shout out Greg, 56 years old, survived 5 days of Moto Academy camp. If you want to come on tour with us, go to themotoacademy.com. Okay, toodles.